Feliz cumpleaños.
Americas.
Los Estados Unidos that are slowly falling apart.
For all of you who don't habla, she's saying happy birthday, America. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of
Espookys Talk.
That's right, guys. Your favorite podcast is back and on America's birthday.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy cumpleaños, America.
Should we sing happy birthday?
You can.
How about we just say happy birthday, America?
Happy birthday, America.
Do the one you used to do at the restaurant.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. If it was my birthday, we'd celebrate it too. Hey.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. It is your 4th of July episode of Espookys Talk. And it is jam-packed today, guys. My name is Arturo, and I'm here, as always, with the bruja herself, the one, the only, the fabuloso, Eva.
Wow. Thank you so much for that wonderful intro. I'm saying wow because America is now 248 years old.
Boom.
Isn't that crazy?
You look good. You look good for 248.
We're so young.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed you,
Does that make us
over 230.
Does that make us naive because we're so young? Are we still trying to figure out who we are?
I'm not all that young anymore. I just had a birthday myself.
Ooh, how was your birthday?
It was glorious. I did wonderful, glorious, absolutely nothing.
Ooh, that's the best kind of.
Lori and I took Macy the Wonder Dog to Half Moon Bay. For all of you who don't know, we are based out of California. Half Moon Bay is beautiful. And it was a perfect day. There was no fog bank. There was nothing. It was just absolutely gorgeous.
Could you imagine a Espookys day at Half Moon Bay? Wouldn't that be cool?
We can do that.
We should do that.
Do you know Half Moon Bay has like a killer little, it's like a trailer park. And it's literally right next to like a cemetery. It's kind of interesting.
And you're telling us now?
I mean, you weren't there.
Gatekeeping to the secret?
I'm pretty sure you weren't even in our time zone.
Oh, probably.
See,
I did just come back from Japan. Shout out to all the Japanese people out there in the world. Woo woo.
Konnichiwa.
I actually want to go back to Japan. It was so much fun.
I've been. You can't be the only one.
They're amazing. They're so welcoming.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. The food, the culture, the people, it really was. It was good.
Truly was.
Yeah.
But let's focus on good old happy birthday, America. And with that, we have our cosmic forecast for July 4th, 2025. So for all the water and earth signs out there, find things to ground yourself. So whether that's meditation, journaling, it can be as easy as walking around a park, taking a stroll of some kind. Definitely make sure you ground yourself because it is going to be a whirlwind of a week/weekend for you. For all the fire and earth signs, expect a lot of delays. Try not to lose your temper. Make sure you breathe before you act.
Will do.
And then act. Yeah. I know. It's hard, even though you're a water sign, but that's okay. You can breathe with me before I lose it.
Boom.
Okay, but on good news, it is summer. And with summer comes summer love. There is love in the air today. So expect surprises in relationships. Also, expect an impulsive change in your wardrobe. So that awesome outfit that you have that you've been ignoring or having no confidence in wearing, put it on. Today's the day.
Are you saying that my cargo shorts are going away?
They're going away.
Dang.
Out with the old and with the new.
Man, maybe I'm going cargo pant, guys.
Try that. Try a kilt. Try something new. All right. Try new things today. So, and if as Venus enters Gemini, okay, we're gonna experience great communication. So what does this mean? This means that it's a great time to call your friends and do something fun. Create epic memories. Okay, so make sure you take a camera and take lots of photos. It's also a great time to have a conversation. So maybe you've been thinking about someone, call them up and have a great conversation and be like, hey, how's it going? Call your mom. Have a great conversation with your mom or your dad or someone you haven't talked to in a while. Again, with love being in the air, call your crush. Ask them out for some ice cream. Unless they're lactose intolerant, then maybe go for a sherbet. But either way, it's a great time to start something. Also, it's a great time to come up with new goals, be inspired, or maybe, you've been really looking into a new stock. Money moves. Right now, it's in abundance. It's a great day to make money moves. Again, don't come after me. I'm just telling you what's out there in the stars. What you do with your finances is up to you. Make smart choices. Okay.
Donate to Espookys Talk.
Donate to Spooky Talk.
My Venmo's out there, guys.
But also keep notes and make it happen. So definitely think through your decisions. Don't be too crazy just because, Eva told you on Cosmic Forecast to make money moves. You don't come blaming me. You do you. Be smart. Okay, I digress. Neptune retrogrades in Aries. So that invites us to look within. Definitely make sure you carve some time for some quiet time. Ask yourself all those questions that you may not dare to say out loud. If you're an empath, make sure that you are having those deep conversations, whether it's with someone that you consider a safe place or just a reflection in your journal. Neptune's retrograde begins on July 4th, so it is an ideal time to dive into shadow work. Journaling is best, but some people sing it out, some people meditate, so whatever works best for you. So, in summary, you're looking inward and you're making bold moves because love is in the air. Wishing you the best, but that concludes our Cosmic Forecast.
Nice.
Now we're going to talk about our fans.
Oh, I didn't realize we were jumping straight into fandom.
We're jumping straight into fandom.
We have a lot out there. I think it's great that we have so many fans and that everyone's listening. And I think it's amazing that you guys are out there and sending in all of your comments and emails and things. But just to kind of give you a little heads up, and I don't even think I've told you this yet, but we are moving along. We are now at 2,237 downloads.
Whoa, that is awesome. Woo!
Thank you guys for listening and for chiming in. And Eva, I think there's a couple people that chimed in. Did they not?
Okay. The person who takes the cake on emailing us the most.
Pastel.
He used to be our number one fan.
Oh.
He is currently number 2.
Oh.
He's he's so close to number 1. He's
Build
so
me up,
close.
Buttercup, and then take in and destroy me. Just rip out my heart, put it in the blender.
Is good old David. Good old David. So he wrote something so funny. And I know a lot of you are looking for email replies, but I said, you know what would be better? Giving a little segment during the actual live show. So David says, and I quote,
Uh-oh.
I cover my mirrors every night, not for bad spirits, but because I'm hideous. And so I was like, okay, David, is this like a Beauty and the Beast kind of moment that you're
Don't look
having?
at me, I'm hideous.
And it's just, I couldn't help but laugh.
Oh.
He says such clever, witty things that I feel that I should share them because that is awesome.
That is awesome.
I'm telling you, he's on his way up.
Climbing. You're climbing.
On
dude.
another one, he says, great show. I declare myself an alien in past February. Found myself in El Salvador the next day. Any thoughts? And I'm just like, oh, did he accidentally book a flight to El Salvador and then forgot about it? But I do love that he declared himself an alien because
oh my gosh.
what is the true definition? So that got me pondering. So I'm with you. I'm about to go get lost in El Salvador too.
There it is.
So shout out to David for just emailing us the most.
Hey, Dave, the red pill, bro.
Oh,
The red pill.
okay. I would do both. See what happens. It's either all or nothing in my book. It's true. Email us back to tell us which one you decided to do.
Yeah. Give me a call, Dave. My phone's on.
Okay, but in all seriousness, and then just we had another fan who decided to ask a lot of questions about the summer solstice. So the summer solstice took place Friday, June 20th, 2025 at 7:42 p.m. So I was taking a nap. Arturo, what were you doing Friday, June 20th, 2025 at 7:42 p.m.?
No clue. No clue at all. I was listening to a Espookys talk.
I only know because I left Japan on Friday the 20th at 21:30 and then arrived on Friday the 20th at 14:30. So I was really confused. I pretty much lived the longest day ever.
Nice.
I was chasing the sun the entire time.
Man,
it's
and
great.
You're here to tell the story.
Here to tell the story. Then it makes sense because it was the longest day of the year. So that is essentially the summer solstice is the longest day of the year. And every day after that, it starts to get shorter. So it not only is it really hot, but the veil between fire and spirit become thinner than you think. So in some of the religions, they use summer solstice as an indication, and it is celebrated around the world to their gods and the spirits of the sun. And although it's really warm, and they usually celebrate with fire to indicate the start of the spiritual fire season, it's really energetic, and it's a great day to manifest things.
You know, I hear that the summer solstice often is like, it's associated with like heightened magical activity and ghostly encounters.
Ooh.
Why is that?
I would imagine that it has to do with the sun peaking solar energy, therefore increasing peak spiritual intensity in many traditions and cultures around the world. So they usually do like a bonfire.
Ooh. What else?
They do rituals.
Like I heard one of the rituals, I think it may have been Celtic or pagan, is where they were like wearing protective herbs and doing things like that to ward off evil spirits and misfortune.
Oh, I love that. That would be great because using the energy in the highest frequency to protect themselves, that's super smart. I could see that. Again, respecting all cultures.
Absolutely.
In Inca, there's a celebration of the sun involving music, dance, and even llama sacrifices.
What?
Yeah.
No, como se llama?
I know. But, again, respecting all traditions. But it's very interesting because and I know it's just a show, but in Avatar, to answer Steven's email, it's a form of transformation. So you're using the summer solstice as a way to let go of old energies, because in spring, which is in the spiritual world, it's the beginning of the year. Because spring starts, you bloom, right? We see all this new life coming out, new partnerships. That's what spring is all about. And then so in summer, it's kind of letting go of all that didn't serve you and moving into getting ready for essentially autumn, which is preparing for winter. So I think it's very interesting. And you could do a mini ritual. Are you with me, Arturo? A mini ritual.
I'm with you.
Of building a mini sun altar with candles.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what color. White is preferred.
I have those.
You want to add yellow and gold items, symbols of abundance. So if you got a gold coin, yellow coin, or solid. Then you want to sun-charged crystals. So rather than doing it in the moonlight, like a lot of people do on the full moon, charging your crystals, you grab citrine, carnelian, or a sunstone, or all three if you have them, and you charge them in the sun of the solstice. So obviously it already passed, but now you're prepared for next year.
Prepare thyself. That's what I say. Like the Boy Scouts, always prepared.
Always prepared. You grab a small bowl of water, or you could even light the piece of paper with your intentions of things that you want to release under the sun. And then, of course, you want to wash your hands for cleanliness. And you even want to do a solstice walk.
Okay, now I got to know. So what is a solstice walk? Because, the reason I'm quiet out there, guys, is this is kind of Eva's like wheelhouse.
My forte.
That's her forte. And I am not so big on exactly what this all means, because my thing is like in folklore and things like that with the summer solstice, it's usually associated in my mind with mischievous and like spirits, ghosts, fairies, things like that. Those are the kind of things that I kind of learn about. But I'm so interested because what is a solstice walk? I need to know. I need to know.
So you, after this intention that you burned and released, and you washed your hands under the sun, because again, this is all for the sun. A solstice walk is a mindful journey during the golden hour. And if you don't know what the golden hour is, Google it. Google it for that day, because it changes. And actually,
I will Google it for you guys.
Photographers, for people who have weddings at like wineries or outside venues, photographers will actually look for the golden hour because it's the best time to take photos. There's a natural glow that you get.
So the golden hour refers to a period shortly after sunrise or before sunset, when daylight is softer and redder than usual, creating a pleasingly quality for like photography. It's also used in medicine to describe the hour after a traumatic injury, when prompt medical treatment is most effective. And in birth context, it refers to the first hour after birth for the skin-to-skin contact. That part I didn't even know.
Ooh, I didn't even know that.
I did not even know that.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you want to go on this mindful journey during the golden hour, asking the sun what it's here to illuminate in your life.
I like that.
So it's going back to the idea back in the day, especially in ancient tribes where the sun and the moon were gods. And so, without the sun, we wouldn't have life. So I think it's like a form of gratitude.
Nice.
And so I want to ask our lovely listeners how to do this without bursting into flames in an actual heat wave. And I know it sounds funny. That's why I decided to put that on there. But I understand that sometimes it's really, really hot. You're more than welcome to go outside, especially during this golden hour when the sun isn't as intense, but instead gives us like a warm glow.
I like that.
And then you get to watch a sunset. There's nothing more beautiful than a sunset or a sunrise.
I beg to differ.
Why is that?
I don't know.
The controversy here.
Like
you like to stare at the sun in the middle of the day with your sunglasses on?
I don't know, like a 1982 Chevy Silverado, maybe a short wide bed, bright yellow, some sick rims. I don't know, guys. I only bring that up. That was my truck when I was 18.
Oh, that's why. So that's the one that got away.
Man, but I
thought love of your life.
I thought that thing was beautiful.
That is so funny. So again, the summer solstice is just about summer rituals. But it is very interesting that you say that it brings up, because the veil is low on that day, it makes sense that there's a lot of ghost stories. Is there any ghost stories in particular that you heard about, or maybe someone wrote to us about?
There's a town that I read about called Eldenwood. And, it's normally kind of just this little tranquil town and things like that. But there is a legend of a summer solstice, that it's a time for celebration and all of these things, but they had like a newly elected mayor. And this mayor discovered some type of an ancient manuscript.
Oh, no.
And that manuscript was detailing like a ritual that the town used to do. It was just buried in the archives.
Oh,
just
no.
about the summer solstice.
Please don't tell me that they decided to add it to their fun.
Just by curiosity, I'm assuming, the desire to revive the town's history.
Oh, no.
She included it. She included that ritual into their annual solstice festival. And unfortunately, it released a spirit that just was causing havoc and stuff on this town.
Oh no, they never read the fine print.
No.
I mean, it's funny
Darn
to
it,
us.
guys. Always read the fine print.
Always. Like, I know sometimes, like, we discover something new and we're like, oh, we're all about it. But if you don't read everything carefully, you do release things out into the world and then you don't know how to vanish them.
Yes.
When it's an accident. You know, like, I think she was just trying to, like, promote and uplift old rituals, thinking that it was going to be something beautiful and traditional. Little did she know that it was going to be the complete opposite.
She becomes a cautionary tale.
Right? Exactly. So I hope this ends well.
As far as I can gather, that within these archives, she kind of continued on and found something that you can recite, something that you can do to help banish this thing. And when she did so, a bright light appeared at the altar, and it engulfed this person and the spirit. And there was a scream, shrieks, and then all of a sudden that spirit vanished. And when the townspeople came back and came forward, they felt that the shift in like the atmosphere. There was just a change, and they knew that spirit was finally banished.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ooh. But that's true. Like usually when you conjure something, there is a way to make it go back.
Just
like
undo.
Send it back. Yeah. For those that have made the terrible life choice of conjuring a demon, you have to use its real name to send it back.
Arturo.
Don't go conjuring demons. Don't go conjuring demons if you don't know their real name.
And don't go chasing waterfalls. Those are just things you just don't do.
Those are just common sense things. We're just giving life advice here at Espookys Talk today.
Guys, I just had a birthday and I'm feeling a little goofy, and now that song's in my head. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
But we digress. I mean, I have a story about a campfire tale.
Oh.
Because again,
I'm intrigued. I'm ready.
On a hot solstice night, when it's dark out in the woods, you still have to build a campfire. Not only just to see, but it's like a safety thing to also cook some dinner. So a group was out camping in Ontario, and they tell a tale of Anderson Miner, a hermit who died tragically in a barn fire.
Oh, fire.
So here we go.
It's my biggest nightmare, guys.
They decided on the solstice night to sit around a campfire and talk about a deceased person. That is literally conjuring someone. That is bringing them to life.
And bonfires is a common ritual during summer solstice, right?
Right. Exactly. So little did they know.
Doesn't that attract spirits and things like that?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
So they're over here just trying to roast marshmallows and,
No.
tell a scary story for the vibe, I guess.
No.
But no, they ended up conjuring the spirit. So some say his green lantern stick still flickers in the woods, and you can hear his stomping and his dragging of a limb if you're quiet. Some even say they would see them between the trees. So what is the message here? Don't be messing with things.
Don't mess with it.
Just don't. Never mock a local ghost legend and then decide to talk about it around a fire.
Oh, no.
Especially on the solstice when people take the time to remember things.
And the veil's so thin.
The veil is so thin. So essentially they invited it. Anderson Miner's ghost decided to show up.
Did it eat them?
No, just showed up enough to frighten them.
Wow.
And they could hear the stomping. It was stomp, stomp, then a drag of a limb. As you can imagine.
I can imagine.
Seeing a burned victim
that has
is
happened
not
to me,
fun.
guys. That has happened to me.
Stop it.
Yes. I told the story. of when we went.
But
oh, no.
It's scary. Okay, go ahead. Tell us again.
No, I'm not going to tell you guys again. But trust me, when you hear crunching of like leaves and twigs and their footsteps, and they're definite footsteps, and you think it's the person that you were with, and then you turn around and there's nobody there, and then you see the person you're with 100 yards away from you. Like, it is chills, guys. I have chills now. Look,
Well,
I have chills now.
Every time we talk about things, because of the people who we are, it invites them in. So now the energy has shifted in the room. I wish you guys could be in the room, or we could have a meter that kind of goes off when the energy shifts in here. But now it's like a lot cooler, and the hair in my arm is standing straight up.
Guys, that was creepy. Speaking of creepy.
What else do you got?
I mean, it's not something I got. It's something we're doing. I have now booked. It is.
Oh my goodness! Everyone's going to be so excited.
It is official, guys.
It's happening.
That Espookys Talk is going on the road. I told you this summer was going to be the summer of travel, and we are headed to a town in Nevada called Tonopah. And Tonopah, Nevada is the home of several different paranormal locations, but where we're going, we are going to stay in the most active paranormal hotel room at the world famous Clown Motel. We're doing it, guys. 2 nights.
My life decisions.
2 nights. Well, there you go. So during that said time, we will be recording on location, and you guys will know. We will have an episode that we will be sharing from our actual travels. It's going to be
Should we bring the
bonkers.
Spirit board?
Here's the truth, guys. The Spirit board kind of freaks me out.
I know.
But
From your last encounter,
oh man. But I am willing 100% to do it.
I mean, I could do it by myself.
Nope. I need to redeem myself, man.
Yeah.
I chickened out last time. It's not like you guys. It's not like the movies. The planchette doesn't move on its own, man. All of a sudden, my arm felt like something was taking over my arm, and I was twitching forward, and it just freaked me out to where I had to stop. And I'm ready now that I understand.
Yeah, that you have to let the spirit
and you
take
have to
over your body.
You have to be vulnerable. You have to let yourself go a little bit, And now that I understand that, I think I'm ready. And I seem to be like a vessel. Do you know what I mean? Something was definitely happening.
Yeah, and I think you also understand now that you still have the ultimate free of will. You still can be like, no, this isn't messing with me, or like I'm in control of my own body and my own spirit, like being able to accept and then take back your power. Yeah. So unfortunately, the people who have messed with spirit boards before, they were just not ready to understand that, where we have to be willing to let the ghosts control our hands, because that's how they communicate. Essentially, that's how the spirit works, is that you're giving your physical body up to a different spirit and letting them control. But I don't know about you, but as it was happening to me with my grandparents, I was still in control. I could feel my grandparents' presence, and I could feel them like not only talking through me as they were like in my mind. I don't know if you experienced that at all.
I was still in control for sure, because I pulled my hands off that board super quick.
Right.
But that was one of those strangest sensations ever, to have that tingle of your arm and then you start twitching, which was forcing that planchette to move. It freaked me out.
Okay, that's super fair though, but that's like your first encounter. You know what I'm saying?
Numero uno.
Whereas like...
It's ground zero right there. Boom.
For me, I had been battling sleep paralysis for as long as I can remember. So then I was like, oh, this is a piece of cake compared to that.
It's easy. Grab hold, buddy.
I turned my life to like, oh, let's try maximum level.
Negatory, people. Negatory. I was not having it. But I'm ready to try again. So yes, to answer your question, yes. We'll take the spirit board. I'm also going to be taking a few electronic ghost detection type things, just to put around the room.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what we can see. We're going to try to reach out and touch the veil ourselves, and you guys will be there.
Really exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So tune into that. And if you have questions that you would like me to ask the ghosts that are respectful, again, I won't do it if it's disrespectful. I don't disrespect ghosts. I'm always willing to ask things to find out more, because
Nice.
I'm more of a seeker of knowledge. So as long as it's respectful, I'll ask.
Hey, if you guys have those questions, you're going to want to email us. And our email address is Espookystalk, ESPOOKYSTALK @gmail.com. Send your emails, or right there in our bio, there is a link that you can actually send us messages at any time, and we will answer. She will ask. We will do what we do when we do what we do.
They well said. I can't even think of anything else to add. That was well done. Let's go. I'm ready to leave. Let me pack my bag.
Oh, pack it up. Let's go.
I will say that I didn't get an email from Michael, so I'm a little sad.
Don't be sad.
I cried a little bit, but I said, you know what? Someone out there in the world is listening, and they know Michael too.
Out there.
Somewhere. And I was like, might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but Michael might come on our show one day.
Ooh. Well, Michael, if you're out there, come on, yo. Come on. Someone's got to know the original Batman. Someone's got to know this guy. And if you do know him and you're listening, hey, let him know that we're waiting to hear from him.
I know, even if it's just a, hey, good show, or thanks for the shout out, that would make my year. Not even the day, the year.
But if you know Kate Beckinsale, reach out to her first. Just had to throw that out there.
All right. Well, with that,
guys, it's about that time. But you know what? We had a lot to talk about today. Pretty cool. I've learned some things because that's normally not my thing. And now I'm gonna research it a little bit because now I'm super curious. But so thank you for all of that. And thank you everyone for listening. But like I say, tonight, as you head into your room and you put your head on your pillow, be sure to look under your bed.
lock your closet door and your mirrors.
It's Espookys time.